So today I'm happy to report that LonelyBot.com has its very first corporate sponsor. This came from Castle Creations. This is one of the motor controllers that I will need for LonelyBot's propulsion system. Castle Creations was very cool. They didn't ask me for anything at all. But just from my own experience with them, I can say that they're a very cool company to work with. So thank you to Joe Ford and all of the Castle Creations team for making this happen. So with that in mind, I'm going to be switching gears a little bit, at least for the next week or so, and starting work on LonelyBot's Gearbox so that I can test out the motor controller and the drive system. So I've got this big pile of metal and bearings, and there's going to be a lot of machining to be done. So today, I think what I'm going to do is, because I didn't pay the money to get checked out at the large milling machine at the shop, I'm going to try to get all of my machining done on my little guy here. So the first thing I'll need to do is make sure that that is up to the task. So this is just a piece of scrap aluminum from another project, and I'm just going to cut some holes in the back of it and then measure what I get. So that actually went extremely well. This bore came in at .750, so that's exactly 3/4 of an inch. It must be off by less than 1/1000th, because that's all my calipers can read. But that's plenty. I'm not looking for an interference bit here. In fact, I'm going to add another 5/1000ths of clearance so that if I wanted to, when I bond the bearing in place, I can use that extra slop to account for any misalignment between the two plates of the gearbox. So because this gearbox is actually going to be too big for the table on my small milling machine there, I'm going to machine it in a couple operations. So first, all I'm going to do is just by hand, instead of using the CNC function, mark out where each milling operation roughly is going to go. So now I'm going to just drill pilot holes right through these 7 holes I've marked out, and then I'll put them through both plates so that I'm sure that each of these holes actually lines up. These are holes I'm making for shafts and standoffs, so it's important that they be exact on each plate. And then I will also use these to align the mill cutter when I'm ready to do CNC operations and put more interesting features on this. So now I'm going to spend the rest of the evening making toolpaths on my computer so that tomorrow I can come out here and throw these in the mill and have it do the hard work.